news tonight. Federal High Court sitting in Abuja grants Nnamdi Kanu access to a medical doctor of his choice. FCT Special Tax Team raids illegal parks, rid the city of criminals. And correspondent highlights the dangers of anthrax bacteria infection, both in humans and animals. Hello and welcome to the news at 7 on the Unity Station, Nta Channel 5, Abuja. I am Mariam George Jitubo. The Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has granted the prayers of the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, to have access to medical doctor of his choice outside the facilities of DSS and all his medical records made available to him. The presiding judge, Justice Nta Channel, gave the order in a fundamental enforcement suit filed by the defendant's applicant. Miriam Emeka Amadi reports that the court dismissed the preliminary objections filed by the Department of State Services.
In this matter, Nnamdi Kanu is the defendant and applicant, while the federal government and others are the prosecution and respondent. In the suit, Nnamdi Kanu sought an order of the court to allow him an unhindered access to his medical doctor while in the custody of the Department of State Services. At the previous hearing of this matter, the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, as the prosecution and respondent, challenged the jurisdiction of the court to hear the matter. In the defendant applicant's reply, his counsel, Michael Zekome, SAN, told the court that the health of his client has deteriorated, alleging that the objection of the prosecution respondent in the matter to the order were against the Section 7 of Anti-Torture Act 2017. Ruling on the application, Justice Nta Channel ordered that Nnamdi Kanu is entitled to access to the medical doctor of his choice, and not doing so would amount to breaching of Section 7 of Anti-Torture Act 2017. The court also dismissed the objection of the prosecution respondent for lacking in merit. The court equally ordered that all procedures of Nnamdi Kanu with his medical doctors should be supervised by the Department of the State Services and recorded for security purposes. Miriam Emeka Amadi, NTA News.
The Command and Control Tax Team of the FCT administration has raided and dislodged illegal parks believed to be harboring one-chance syndicates and beggars in the city. Odoze Yakubu reports that the initiative is aimed at sensitizing the nation's capital.
The tax team, comprising security operatives and other officers from relevant agencies in the FCT, confiscated vehicles from different locations within the city center. The areas raided include Barnex Junction and Federal Secretariat. Secretary, FCT Command and Control Center, Peter Olumuji, says the operation followed credible intelligence from relevant security and paramilitary agencies on illegal parks serving as criminal hideouts. More than 15 vehicles, including rickety ones, were impounded from different locations within the city center for violating traffic regulations. It will be recalled that the team had earlier sensitized the motoring public to the need to always park at designated zones to avoid facing the wrath of the law. Odoze Yakubu, NT News.
And with the theme, A Crash-Free Society is Possible, Just do the right thing. Obey traffic regulations. This was the message by the Federal Road Safety Corps at the 6th edition of its mega rally sensitization. Howard Gimba reports that the FRSC expressed commitment to the reduction of road crashes to the barest minimum.
This drama playlet by Road Safety Club is one way to educate road users as well as commuters on road traffic laws. Assistant Corps Marshal, Public Education and Enlightenment, Federal Road Safety Corps, B.C. Kasim, reaffirmed the Corps mandates.
We want it to be ethical, a situation where you see road safety as part of you, but in a situation where you do not see it as part of you, then the arrest will come and prosecution.
FCT FRSC Corps Commander says the sector will ensure it improves on response time for conveying crash victims to hospital, but helped on drivers disobeying traffic regulations.
Of course, we know the importance of using our wipers, the importance of using good tires in this season because of the need to avoid unnecessary crashes.
I think what we need to change is our culture. All the laws are here. All the laws are here. So everybody needs to sit up, both the drivers and we, the enforcers of the laws.
The FCT FRSC mega sensitization had all heads of FCT security agencies to collaborate with the Federal Road Safety Corps vision to curtail road crashes on all roads. Hawagimba, NTA News.
In the wake of the recent confirmed case of anthrax in Suleja local government area of Niger State, experts have pointed out that this is not the first case recorded in Nigeria, as they call on residents to be on alert to avoid an outbreak. Hakimat Aliyu in this report enlightens us about the bacterial infection which poses health risk to both animals and humans.
Anthrax is a rare but serious bacterial infection which manifests in animals such as cows, sheep, goats and some other livestock. The bacteria, which can be transmitted to humans, was first discovered in 1823 and has since been in existence across the world, as explained by experts.
I've seen in the various media, both electronic and print, as well as social media, where what we're having now has been wrongly referred to as the first case of anthrax in Nigeria, because this is not the first. Right from when I was in school in the 80s, maybe even before then, we have been having anthrax cases.
The bacteria is covered in a spore-like form, and they are usually deposited in the grass, in the secretions, and transmission to man is basically when you consume the meat of an infected animal, or you get too close in contact with the fur.
The disease, which is vaccine preventable, is contracted through consumption or close contact with infected animals, which is mostly dictated when the animals are slaughtered.
These vaccines are available in the country, and animal health industry need to up the game where all livestock must receive this vaccine in the coming days, weeks, and months. We also need our colleagues who work in slaughter facility, that is in the abattoir, to be on their alert.
Before the confirmation of anthrax in Niger State, the government had announced outbreak in some West African countries, which claimed lives of humans and livestock. Hence, experts advise all to avoid animals that die showing dark unclotted blood from body openings, and to report any of such cases to the nearest veterinary clinic. In Abuja, Hakimat Aliyu, NTA News.
Director Administration, Abuja Municipal Area Council, Atahiru Yakubu, has reiterated the need for personnel of the council to be diligent in service Atayiru was speaking at a meeting organized for the heads of administration of local government areas in Abuja.
Quarterly, heads of administration of local government areas meet to deliberate on issues bordering on condition of service in the 774 local government areas in Nigeria. Mode of operations, as enshrined in the Constitution, was brought to the fore.
And, what they are saying in this meeting, we in the FCT were in support, or we head of admin of area councils were in support of what the forum is agitating for.
In local government as the third of government, and the office of head of administration is serving as an engine room, where all policies and programs emanating from the councils are being descended down to the departments for implementation into the grassroots. So I'm appealing to this government to, as a matter of policy, harmonize the nomenclature.
The meeting also helps on the need for uniformity of salaries of staff of local government areas and harmonization of structure. In Abuja, Deborah Gazaji-Maika, NTA News.
Investing in the education of children has been described as the most valuable asset parents can give to them. That was the submission of educationists and stakeholders at the third graduation ceremony of Divine Love College, Kuchikau, Karu local government area.
It was not only a graduation ceremony, but also the celebration of excellence and success as the 6-year journey of the academic institutions ended. Principal, Divine Love College, Kuchikau, Sister Chidebelu Wigwe, as well as guest speaker, Reverend Anthony Azubike, identified hard work, determination and creativity as rudiments for success, urging the graduating students to be good ambassadors of their alma mater as they go into the wider world.
All we are asking them is to try and be themselves. Don't be overreaching, stretching for something that doesn't belong to you. Try to be sincere, try to be genuine.
Passion is what will get you through some of the most difficult moments. Those moments when you feel like quitting, your passion will sustain you.
They are well mentored, and so they shouldn't forget anything they have been taught here.
Parents and graduating students who were overwhelmed with joy say the journey is worth the while, as the school has groomed the students in learning, character and fear of God.
I enjoin them to remain faithful, to remain steadfast, and remain committed in their faith.
As they are going out to the world, I know the sky is their starting point.
I hope to also shine in the university because I'm named Stella for a reason. Star.
Awards and prizes were given to students who have excelled in their classes and various subjects, with Efe Buemi Mary Ann Ngozi emerging as overall best graduating student.
We've crossed this milestone that the outside world will favor us.
Meanwhile, a Thanksgiving Mass was earlier conducted in honor of the graduating students, with admonishment for them to look into the future with hope and hold on to God. As they bask in the euphoria of their graduation, it is hoped they all keep the fire burning for a brighter future. From Kuchikau in Karu local government area of Nasarawa State, Blessing Damfulani, NTA News.
Who wants to tell me the answer? Good. This way.
I give my soul. You get my time and dedication.
Hey, stop that.
You know, get waiting for life where I know fit to. Cause all the dream where we don't dream must to come true. It must to show for you, cause it's sure for me. Together we will ride against the mountains away. So make you dare with me, cause I dare for you. Together we will ride against the mountains away.
Teach the advanced way with Glow LTE Advanced, the power of 3 data networks in one. Get a Glow SIM or dial *301#.
In this moment and in this time, we are seemingly faced with multiple challenges that are constantly calling out to our humanity. The most threatening of them all is illegal migration, crossing deserts and seas, boats unsafe, even in the face of uncertainty. The ocean and the sea should not be for dying. I'm calling on all heads of states and governments in Africa and the world to stand and commit to this reality, because migration cannot go into extinction, but rather a stop can be put to the irregular means of migrating. Either right or wrong, humanity has one choice to make. Our collective responsibility, which starts with me and you, together will stand in the union to make the world a paradise for all.
And talking sports, chess is widely believed to be one of the most seasoned and tactful sports, which builds the intellect of the players. The observance every July 20 of World Chess Day is to commemorate this sport, which has brought many globally, including Nigeria, great fame and fortunes since the establishment of the International Chess Federation in 1924. Gideon Johanna takes a look at chess and its qualities of improving memory, critical thinking, and problem-solving abilities. The reports.
The game of chess, played for more than 1,500 years. Chess enthusiasts all over the world observe July 20th to raise awareness of the game and its numerous benefits.
I actually started playing chess so that I could learn how to play chess and beat my dad. It frees your mind. When you play chess, you are not thinking a lot of that pressure. You just play it on the board, and that's how you get a checkmate.
But when we understand that it helps us even improve in the other subject, then we're able to inculcate it and give it a pride of place in our timetable.
Like Tani Toluwa Adewumi, a top-ranked chess player who was homeless, the game brought him to limelight, great fortune, and putting Nigeria's image right. While myriad of perceptions liken the sport to be a gamble, professional chess players, however, recount its numerous merits of improving memory, critical thinking, and problem-solving abilities.
All the thing we have been doing every day is to see how we can sell chess to Nigerian community. If you see a very good chess player, or even playing for leisure, you can never see him or her being involved in any criminal activity. When you allow your children at early age to get into chess, the children will be responsible individuals in future, will be good leaders.
Chess is a game that is accessible to people of all ages and backgrounds. It is widely regarded as a sport that encourages intellectual growth and social skills while teaching discipline and focus. Sport ministries, parents, and guardians should encourage chess playing. In Abuja, Gideon Johanna, NTA News.
And for more on sports, let's join the sports desk for Sports Brief.
Two Super Falcons players have been suspended from playing against Canada in their Group B opener in Melbourne in the early hours of Friday morning. In the disciplinary preview released by FIFA, both Rasheedat Ajibade and Halimatu Ayinde are declared suspended. In rugby, the Nigerian senior men national team, Black Stallions, have been drawn in Pool B of Africa Men's Rugby Sevens Olympic qualifiers. The draw, which was conducted Wednesday, sees Black Stallions of Nigeria take on the Shujaa of Kenya, Wildwood Steers of Namibia, and Zambia for a place in the quarterfinal of the tournament. The Black Stallions of Nigeria will be aiming for the automatic ticket if they can get their best legs in Europe and America to be parts of the team for the qualifiers in Zimbabwe. The Olympic qualifiers will hold on September 16 and 17 at Harare Sports Club, Zimbabwe. Talking cricket, Tanzania is set to host Nigeria, Kenya, Namibia, Uganda and Sierra Leone during the Men's Under-19 Cricket World Cup Africa qualifiers. The local organizing committee of the 2023 International Cricket Council ICC Men's Under-19 Cricket World Cup Africa qualifiers has put everything in place to have a successful championship which is set to start in Dar es Salaam. The qualifying tournament will be held from July 23rd to 29th, 2023. With Sports Brief, Abdullah Hajia, NTA News.
And that concludes the English version of the news. Up next is translations. Good night.
Agbaje reshaje wo wona ajuku jagbadai wa na ba shaba badai wo me president wa yuba wonu wa go na ba ye gai anabaje kwa sidai nge wada ye binta yako wala bagbato ga nge aibo fa ga be mata ye shiba ga yiki bagbato vi ye nan de kanu nge ala wala bagbato ga nge galuko na gman pa ye kwa bayan ye high court na ina sarai bala bagbato ga nge ko la inam de kanu ko wuchiwo agawo sa na ba ba lo wo shi nyasa shigbe wa hei nko dalo wo mi aba shigbe be dawo Maryam amaka amadi wada nge galuko kwa godo ko ndai nge baku buchi ewo ba ku na nge abuse bi tutu baji ya DSS ga bala yeche nge nnande kanu na ba walo wo shi shigbe ni wo ba shi waye ba ye show sasa lo uwu gwamnati kizid na atatin jiba abusu bi iswa do bagbatu vi atatin ji la kun ba ji ba tutun ba la amato lo baya ku baya mba ji nupolo nge abe to lo gwamnati bagbatu ba ya amato ji na bayin ne sai yakubu wada nge nga abe twani ji abalo na azanu ko ilele ba ibufi ba ji abandu ko ba wi azalo na amate ogodo nga anya ba ya ba na te na zanu ko babu filan na bai fiya ba da nashi ba kula gwamnati ko ba a baya ababa hai ko da tula gwamnati bagbatu a tafa ko shi amma ba je iba ja da wasu shakwa sai ya waye fina gbada sai su
masu kallar sauraron mu assalamu alaikum barkanmu da haka a takaice ga fassarar labaran mu yau mai karantawa Yusuf Yako. Babbar kotun kasa da ke zama a nan birnin tarayyar kasa Abuja ta baiwa jagoran fafutukar aware ta Biafra Nnamdi Kanu damar duba lafiyarsa a duk inda ya zaba a wajen ofishin hukumar tsaro ta farin kaya da ke tsare da shi. Wakilar Maryam Emeka Amadi ta rawaito mana cewa mai shari'a Binta Yako ita ce ta bada umarnin bayan neman bukatar haka daga lauyoyi masu kare shi. A kokarin da take na ci gaba da raya birnin tarayya Abuja ta hanyar tsabtace shi da tabbatar da karar lafiya da dukiyoyin mazauna birnin, wakilin Mushaibu ne zai Yakubu ya labarta mana cewa tawagar jami'an tsaron taron dangi ta nan birnin tarayya ta kai ziyara yankin Banes da sakatariyar ƙasa inda ta kwashe motoci 15 da aka ajiye su ba bisa ƙa'ida ba masu zambatar matafiya cikin aminci da ake kira wanchas a turance da masu barace-barace a inda aka hana da sauransu. Ƙarshen labaran namu ne kenan, muka na lafiya.
Bobby Bekele Munu, ọ bụ okwu Francis dị na-akọ akụkọ nke uhuruchi taa. Ụlọ ikpe dị elu nke Abuja ekpebiela ma nabata arịrịọ niile nke Nnamdi Kanu ka ya na dọkịta ya zute ebe ọbụla ma nara ọgwụgwọ maka ọnọdụ ahụike ya. Maryam Emeka Amadi kwuru na onye isi ya bụ ụlọikpe bụ Justice Binta Nyako nyere iwu a na mkpebi ikpe akwụkwọ ọkaiwu Kalụ gbara ka enye ya ohere ịnata ọgwụgwọ nakwa ikike ruru onye. Otu ndị ọrụ gbalụ nke FCT akụpịala ọtụtụ ọdọ ụgbọala nakwa ebe a na-edebegasị ụgbọala n'ụzọ megidere iwu nke bụ ebe ndị Wọnchas ji mere ebe mgbaba na Bega nke dị n'ime FCT. Ọnọdụ Yakubu wetara anyị ya bụ akụkọ kwuru na ya bụ ọrụ atụmatụ a bụ iji gwa ọha na eze ma mee ka ha mata ọtụtụ ebe ndị nzuzo a ji akpa ike nakwa ọtụtụ ebe ha si were na-eme aghụghọ nakwa ịnara ndị mmadụ ihe ha n'ike. Etu a ka anyị si wetara gị ya bụ nchịkọta akụkọ nke uhuruchi tata. Ndewo gị bụ onye ọma kiriri anyị.
ìròyìn ló ń dé sí etí bọ̀yìn láti lè ṣe amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì karùn-ún l'Àbújá Ọláyínká Adéníjì ni oníròyìn yín. Ní báyìí ilé ẹjọ́ gíga kan nílùú Àbújá ti gbà wípé kí olórí àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ Biafra Nnamdi Kanu ó gba ìtọ́jú láti ọwọ́ oníṣègùn mìíràn níta ìyàtọ̀ sí ìtọ́jú nínú àhámọ́ àwọn ẹ̀ṣọ́ elétò ààbò DSS kí wọ́n sì jẹ́ kó ní àǹfààní láti rí gbogbo èsì àwọn àbájáde ìwádìí ìtọ́jú rẹ̀. Adájọ́ àgbà Justice Binta Nyako ló pàṣẹ yìí nínú ìdájọ́ rẹ̀ nínú ẹjọ́ èyí tí ọ̀daràn náà pè. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí aṣojúkọ̀rọ̀ ìwà Miriam Emeka Amadi ṣe jábọ̀, ó ní lójú ọgán ni ilé ẹjọ́ náà dá ọ̀rọ̀ nkògbà tí ìjọba dànù láìsí àní-àní. Àwọn ìgbìmọ̀ alábẹ́sẹ́kẹ́lé lábẹ́ àṣẹ ilé iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣètò ìlú Àbújá ti ṣàwújáde ìletò àwọn fòréǹdé ọ̀kẹ́ alọ́kọ́lóhunkígbe láàrin gbùngbùn Àbújá àti àrígbámú àwọn oníbàárà. Ọlọ́sẹ̀ Yakubu aṣojúkọ̀ròyìn wá jábọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ yìí nígbà tí àwọn ìgbìmọ̀ yìí ṣojúṣe wọn lónìí nílùú Àbújá. Torí ọ̀hún kò ní ju báyìí lọ òwe mú lónìí kọ́bù àgbọ̀nsẹ̀ lónìí họ́wùhọ́wù èmi rẹ̀ jẹ́ lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà yìí o ẹ jẹ́ aṣẹ́kù dára ọ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan láòjì o ká sùn láyọ̀.